Cabana, like banana, banana. Copacabana.
Michty Maxx.
Hi, I'm Michty Maxx, and I'm here to share the makeup I wore to the Black Sabbath meet and greet and gig. I created a lavish purple-based gothic look inspired by the Master of Reality album, adding colors that come to mind when I think of the grandfathers of heavy metal. I was fucking ecstatic to see Black Sabbath live and up close, and had a lot of fun creating this dark and witchy look, but doing it quickly because I had to leave really early to catch the band doing the sound check. So let's bust through this bitch. First, I primed my eyelids with Too Faced Shadow Insurance all the way up to the brow, and not forgetting the lower lids. Then I have the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk to add a white base under my brow for a brighter highlight than usual. I blended that in with my finger and added extra product at the center. I'm taking a mix of Urban Decay Strange and Sugar Pill Taco eyeshadows to set that cream pencil, but adding more matte white at the center and the softer Strange shade around the edges using the Naked 3 palette brush. I have the Sigma E25 blending brush to combine the medium and dark strips of Inglot number 113R eyeshadow for a transition shade through the crease, and I buffed that down with the Naked 3 brush. To start on the crease color, I'm picking up Sugar Pill Dolly Pop with the Sigma E36 blending brush to run through the upper part of my socket. I'm building up the pigmentation slowly so it doesn't get out of hand, taking the eyeshadow all the way into the inner crease and beginning to create my winked out shape, pulling the outer edge of the shadow towards the temples. I went back to the transition shade and the larger blending brush to make sure the top edge was nice and soft. I did some layering with the 3 shadows I used so far to get a decent strength of pink, still keep the blend seamless, and the brow bone highlight bright. Then I moved on to the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in Corrupt, and I picked up a touch of that matte black eyeshadow on the tip of the pointed Sigma E47 shader crease brush and began to work it through my deep crease. I'm keeping it lower than the pink, winging it out and flicking it upwards at the edge to create my desired shape of this cut crease. I tried to blend out the black with some more hot pink eyeshadow, but since they are very different colors, I thought I'd make it easier on myself. So I brought in Makeup Geek Cupcake, which is a dusty rose shade, and I sandwiched that in there, as it is in between the 2 shades color-wise. I swirled Cupcake into the socket area, and this worked rather well to merge the dark Corrupt into the brighter Dolly Pop. I went back to the E47 pointed brush and buffed in more black to darken up the lower part of the crease, also to whip out those wings into a wicked flick, sliced up and out. I didn't want to lose the vibrancy of the hot pink, so I grabbed more Dolly Pop to apply above the black, and also spritzed up my matte white taco shade. I did the usual layering thing, adding more Cupcake and Corrupt, refining the crease using the E36 and E47 brushes until the upper part of my lid was where I wanted it, high enough in the center, dark enough, and swooped out past the tip of the eyebrow. Next, I picked up the Milani eye pencil in Perfect Purple and smeared that all over my mobile lid up to the crease, smoothing it out with my fingertip, and then also took it out to meet the cut crease wing. I used a Sigma F70 concealer brush to smooth out the edges, and then dipped into Poison Plum by Sugar Pill to pat the rich matte purple eyeshadow over the pencil base, following the sharp shape I've created. Then I jumped into Inglot number 439 Pearl eyeshadow with the same brush to add a blue-toned shimmery finish overlay and keep the delicious depth and lushness of Poison Plum to create a custom shade. And to get the most out of that deep purple, I'm picking up some more product on my flat brush and spraying it with MAC Fix Plus to intensify the shimmer. I'm both patting my brush to get pigmentation and swiping it across to bring up the shine. I made sure the purple followed the lines of the crease wing, and while wiping away fallout, I used a makeup wipe to tighten up the edge of the eyeshadow. I applied some more primer to the inner corner and then brought out another Milani eye pencil, this time in silver, and coated the inner tear duct and the inner third of my eyelid. I used the Zoeva 237 Detail Shader to blend the edges and smooth out the pencil. Then I set the silver base with the eyeshadow Revolt from the Urban Decay Electric Palette, which adds a nice bright glittery spank on the inside there. I buffed the silver shadow across onto the purple and took a touch more of that Inglot dark shade to complete the blend. I encircled the silver with some matte black Corrupt eyeshadow, taking the cut crease all around to the inner corner. I refined and sharpened up the inner silver with a makeup wipe and the detail shader brush. And after fiddling with the crease some more, I grabbed Makeup Geek Cupcake on that tiny fluffy blending brush to take that further into my inner socket area, continuing the pink haze along the top of the crease. I touched up the silver and added a little more black in there before jumping into Inglot number 77 gel eyeliner, liquefied with some Duraline and applied onto the waterline with the Sigma E16 Tightline Liner brush. And I ran that across my tight line as well. I began to work some of that product at the front of my lash line, and then went on to smudging out the gel eyeliner before it dries with the Makeup Geek pencil brush with a bit more product on it, and a cotton bud too. I worked on the inner piece some more, creating an open tear duct. I took some Corrupt on that same small stiff pencil brush and darkened up the lower lid as well as buffed it out under there and made sure it met the upper lid at the outer corners. I took the Sigma E11 eyeliner brush to define the open tear duct more by adding some Corrupt eyeshadow, and I added even more silver pencil right on the inner waterline there to exaggerate it. I employed the Sigma E47 shader crease brush to get a good blend down along the lower lid. Then I increased the point of the silver at the tear duct, making sure it was even, and added a few adjustments of the black eyeshadow. Now I move on to eyeliner with the Physicians Formula eyeliner pen in Ultra Black, creating a wing following the eyeshadow shape and not making it too thick so as to not cover that beautiful purple eyeshadow. To spice it up, I brought out eye candy sprinkles in Licorice Stick, and using the lit Clearly Liquid glitter base and the fine E11 eyeliner brush, I applied a thin layer of the Slate Sparkle on the center of my liner, fading it out towards the wing and feathering some more Physicians Formula eyeliner pen to help it blend. Then I went back to the gel eyeliner and applied it on my tear duct with the Tightline brush, following on from the liner, creating an inner corner pointy bit, and then I joined it up to the rest of the waterline. I strengthened up the open tear duct line and got everything nice and spiky in there. I did my usual brows with the Bathwater Blonde Brow Box, but lengthened the tail to match the eyeshadow. Now I moisturized my face with MAC Strobe Cream and applied my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer to the center of my face. For some outer glow, I used the L'Oreal Lumiere Magique Pure Light Primer, applying that to the outer perimeter of my face, focusing on the cheekbones. Then I curled my eyelashes and layered two mascaras, CoverGirl Clump Crusher and L'Oreal Telescopic Extra Black, really piling it on for a dramatic look. And as usual, the bottom lashes get MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. Back to the face and another new product, the NARS Illuminator in Copacabana, which I applied along my cheekbones generously with my fingers, and I took a touch more on the Pro Beauty blender on my chin, nose and forehead, before blending the cheek and temple area into the skin, taking that bitchin' glow all over the joint. I have a sample of MAC Face and Body in C1, and I'm dotting some of that all over my face, then bringing in the Body Shop Lightening Shade Adjusting Drops to the party and mixing a lighter foundation right on my face by blending it all into the skin with the Beauty Blender. I wanted a lighter complexion for this gothic style makeup look, but still going for a light coverage foundation as usual. For a touch more coverage, I added some more face and body around the perimeter of my face and bounced that into the skin. Now for a little Revlon Photo Ready eye primer and brightener under the eyes where my circles are darkest. And I applied some MAC Pro Longwear concealer over the top, using the pointy end of the Beauty Blender to take that concealer right up to the eye makeup and the fat end to smooth it into the foundation. I added some concealer around my nose and mouth area where I have some pigmentation, and I set the center of my face with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in diffused light. Then to really make sure my face stays put all day, I dusted on some MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Powder. I juiced up my beauty spot with an eyebrow pencil. Then I moved on to cheeks, taking Dolly Mix from this sleek Candy Collection palette, and I added some Benefit Throb over the top for an even more purplish tinge to the blush. And for a touch of shine, I went to Dose of Colors Pearl Dust Highlighter for the tops of the cheeks and Cupid's bow, blending that into the blush and dampening it down with my powder brush. To set my makeup in place, I doused my face with Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, because it's got to last for at least the next 8 hours to make it through the meet and greet and gig tonight. Then I primed my lips with MAC Prep and Prime Lip Base and attempted to line my lips with the MAC Pencil in Rich Purple, but it was too warm today and the tip was just crumbling and just being a jerk. So I went straight into the lipstick, which is Melt Cosmetics by Starlight, and I applied it directly from the bullet to get the color on. Then I took a lip brush and coated it with the lipstick to perfect the outline and edges. I was really rushing because I had to leave soon, so I very quickly created my usual pointed shape. Then I removed the lipstick from the middle of my lips so the photos don't contain the age-old faux pas, and I foofed my hair before sprinting out the door to make it to the Black Sabbath soundcheck and meet and greet. As you can tell, I was really fucking excited to get there. This is basically the same makeup I wore last time I saw Black Sabbath in 2013 on their reunion tour. I've wanted to create a tutorial for it and wear it again because I really love this makeup. I had fun layering the different purples and adding the silver plus the enjoyable bit of glitter on the liner to brighten up the dark look, but still keep the wickedness in there with the black details to drive the striking finished result to make this glorious look what it is. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this graphic gothic makeup tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Also check out my band and podcast on iTunes. And if you want to send me a letter or something, I have my PO box listed in the description box. And what of the gig, I hear you ask? Well, where do I start? Man, watching Geezer Butler jam up close and personal at the private VIP soundcheck before the gig was one of the fucking best things in my bass playing life. It was tremendously fucking awesome. I was almost overwhelmed by the experience. Actually meeting Black Sabbath was really cool, to say the least. It seemed Ozzy Osbourne was very impressed with my outfit. Anyway, I got to tell Geezer he is a big inspiration for my bass playing style. Wish Ozzy a great gig, and thank Tony Iommi for creating the power chord and thus heavy metal. And this VIP kit they sent us home with was really killer. This performance was definitely up there with my top most enjoyed gigs ever. And for this gig, they really gave all their energy out to the audience, and it was bounced back at full force. I'll stop blabbing on about my favorite subject and let you get to experiencing my awesome night secondhand.
Telling people their desire. Satan sitting there, he's smiling. Watching those flames get higher and higher. Oh no, no, please God help me. Darkness rose up turning. No more war, please have the power. God has struck the hour. crawling, begging mercy for their sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.